So the Samsung Galaxy S10e is probably the cheaper of all of the Galaxy S10 devices, and it comes with an Exynos 9820 in certain regions. And of course, we've just had the Pixel 4a release, which comes with the Snapdragon 730G. So how does the 730G in the Pixel 4a compare to the Galaxy 10e and its Exynos 9820? Well, let's find out. So on the left-hand side, we have the Pixel 4a with the Snapdragon 730G. On the right-hand side, we have the Galaxy S10e with the Exynos 9820. Of course, the Galaxy 10e came out in 2019, and we've just seen the release of the Pixel 4a in 2020. So we've got Snapdragon against Exynos. We've got Mongoose CPUs in the Exynos versus kind of the Cryo CPUs in the Snapdragon. We've got Mali GPU versus Adreno GPU. This is going to be quite an interesting test with very, very different setups here. And as I'm saying that, it looks like the Galaxy S10e is slightly in the lead. Yes, it is. It's the first into the 16 thread test. Both of these, of course, are octa-core processors, so this 16 thread test shouldn't be too much of a struggle for either of these. And as I'm saying that, the Pixel 4a is now also into the 16 thread test as the Galaxy S10e. There it goes. It's out of the 16 thread test into the blur test, which is the beginning of the CPU GPU part of this test. Of course, coming up in a minute, we're going to have the smoke particle test, which will give us an idea about the frame rate. And then, of course, we've got the 3D test coming up in a moment. As we see now the blur test starting on the Pixel 4a, that white dot you see there is light reflecting in the screen, nothing to do with the display itself. And what's the frame rate going to be on the right side? 19 frames a second. So that's a good indication now of the frame rate of 2D graphics there on the Galaxy S10e. Let's see what the Pixel 4a gives us, but at the moment it's behind. It's still, there we go, it's coming into the smoke particle test now, while the Galaxy S10e is, oh, look at that, not doing very well in that 17 frames a second, so slightly less there on the Pixel 4a. I was saying that seems to be a stuttering there, certainly at the beginning, flowing nicer now on the right hand side. The Pixel 4a, will it be able to catch up? It's also not that smooth, but it seems to be making progress. Could it catch up? Could this be one of those tests where the device that comes from behind and comes to win at the end? We will have to see, as both devices are now into the 3D test, coming to the end now. The 3D test is the Galaxy S10e. It'll hit the end of that channel and then the Unreal test will start, but already the Pixel 4a is also down to the water. It's going to turn right, there we go to the end of the channel, while the Unreal test has now started on the right hand side, and it's progressing pretty slowly. So this could be a moment for the Pixel 4a to catch up and to actually show that it's got better GPU power. But will it do it? Maybe not, because it's coming quite fast now. The Galaxy S10e is doing quite well actually through that forest scene. I think it's going to get to the end of the path first. Let's see which one it's going to be. Will it be a comeback by the Pixel 4a? No, it won't be. There we go, 2 minutes 28.2. While the Galaxy S10e has finished that, the Pixel 4a is still continuing through its course. There we go, 2 minutes 38.4. Okay, let's break down the scores and see exactly what happened. So as we saw there, a win by the Galaxy S10e with the Exynos 9820, 2 minutes 28.2, and then 10.2 seconds later came in the Pixel 4a, 2 minutes 38.4. When you look at the CPU, 58.9 versus 47.8, that's an 11.1 second lead by the Galaxy S10e. When we get into the mixed CPU, GPU 32.6 versus 25.8, so again another win there by the Galaxy S10e, 6.8 seconds in this particular case. And things do change a bit when we get to the GPU, 1 minute 6.8 for the Pixel 4a, 1 minute 14.5 for the Galaxy S10e. So actually the Pixel 4a was faster through the 3D graphics part. In fact, it was 7.7 seconds faster. However, that wasn't enough to catch up in the losses for the CPU and the mix sections. So overall, the Galaxy S10e won 2 minutes 28.2. My name is Gary Sims, this is SpeedTest. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you have questions about how these tests work and any other common things you might want to know, then please do check out the frequently asked questions, the FAQ, because I've answered many of your questions in there. And if you like these kind of videos, why not stick around by subscribing to the channel? Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.